Good first half. Good start to the second half as well. But for me, I think we still got a lot of stuff to work on in the 60th minute. We just stopped playing, and I think that going forward, that's one of the things we could just kill that game off like we did last week with a 3-0. You get one more goal, the game's done. So I think for us, we can continue to do that, get better at it week by week, and then hopefully there's more goals for the guys that come on the field.
And first things first, walk us through the goal, the own goal, what you saw in the box happening and what your plan was.
Yeah, I initially thought Rafa was offside, but was just following it up. And then, we get a lot of opportunities in training to go 1v1 with guys, put in dangerous balls. So I knew that Dante Sealy was, I've played with him before. He's a natural winger. He doesn't want to defend as much. So I just saw a little chance to get some off in the box and put it in a dangerous area. And I think Georgie was maybe there if the defender doesn't touch it. Sucks that it doesn't count on the stat sheet, but we'll take it. A goal's a goal. So we'll take it.
And now you've officially surpassed Dillon for most appearances by a homegrown at this club. What does that milestone mean to you? And, what's in the future for you?
Yeah, I don't know what's in the future yet. It's special. I didn't really know until Emilio texted me this morning and said it. But, it means a lot just because, all the hard work that you've put in over the years to be able to play this much for the club, and I don't take it for granted. So, hopefully there's a lot more goals, a lot more appearances in the future, and, you never know. I just take it one game at a time, and I think that's what's gotten me to this point.
Cole, you and Ollie going back to teenagers, pickup game, academy. Is this the best you two have been together playing?
Yeah, I mean, if you came out and watched pickup, though, in the offseason, there's a little bit more attacking going on from us, and tiki-taka, I'd say, just because, we're not playing against as good of opposition and we've got more freedom to mess up. But yeah, we've developed a good partnership in there, and, for him to do so well last year and be focused in on what he was doing with Rapids 2, and I think that was a tough situation for him because he knew he could have been playing here. But he went there, he put his head down, worked hard, and then earned his way this year to be a key member of our team. And he does a lot of the dirty work for me, to be honest. Like, he allows me to get forward. And I know we've both grown up as 10, so it's not like he's a more defensive guy. But he says to me all the time, he's like, I got you. I'll hold for you. You go do your thing and attack. And it's opened me up a lot more, and I think you can see it in the goals or chances that we're creating. It's, he's staying behind for me, and then it allows me and Georgie to go create stuff in the attack.
How much has Calvin improved and that come to fruition, what he's done in the attack for the team so far?
Yeah, I think just the confidence is the biggest thing that he's gained. He's always had the ability for me, but I think coming in from Cincinnati where he didn't get as many games, and then last year I don't think he started till July, June, something like that. So for Chris to give him the confidence, and he's earned it though. Like he's taken it and run with it. He's done well in front of goal, and I hope they give that goal to him. I saw it might be an own goal as well. I think that's his.
MLS stat has that as his goal. So
okay, I would hope so. Yeah, but yeah, he's done really well, but all of us still feel like we have more moments where we could have scored. Like we could have had that game done in the first half. So I think all of us know that there's still more to be done, and we can continue to be more ruthless in the final third.
To that point, I think Kevin probably in another universe has a hat trick in the first 30 minutes. Just what does it say about him to get past that kind of frustration of that and be able to provide a game-winning assist?
Yeah, no, it's special for him. I kept saying to him after every miss, I was like, just keep going. You're getting in these spots. You're creating danger. I thought he had a really good game besides those misses. And yeah, he does really well on that goal. I mean, he started it off, I think, dribbling somebody on the side and playing a 1-2 and getting in behind. So I think it shows for him as well. His confidence has continued to grow with Chris, and I think he's brought confidence to the group. His positive energy is reflecting in our play. Just with everybody kind of feels like they can play like themselves. That's what you see with those guys going out there, and they're enjoying their football.
Cole, at this point in last season, you have 7 more points this season you had last season. You're already halfway to the amount of points you had last season now. How does the team feel, and where does the team feel like it could go from here with progression of attack?
Yeah, it's it's a good start. At the start of the season when you have just one game a week, you want to get those points early on, because when those 3 days a week or 3 games a week come on, I think we have the quality of the squad, and especially at altitude, to be able to get the points. And you saw it towards the end of last season. We were a bit better when we had matches every couple of days, but right now, it's a good time to pick up points and stay with the guys at the top of the leaderboard. So we're just taking it game by game, but I think Chris says it every week. He's like, we're a first place team. Like, we have that confidence within the group that we want to get there, but obviously we know it's a long season. You got to be consistent throughout.
Well, as you said, last 30 minutes could have been handled a little bit better. And this isn't the first game where you guys maybe are managing with a lead. You know, you look at, I understand why you play more defensively
Yep.
at Miami when
Yep.
Messi subs on at halftime, but there were times against San Jose where it was maybe could have been a little bit better in control. What needs to be better in there? What more is there to improve on defensively when you guys lead the game?
Yeah, I think it starts from, a lot of times when we're winning the ball, I think there's too many guys standing still and not running forward and playing forward. And I think that's causing us to just continue to have to sit in deeper and deeper because they're starting to put pressure on us and we're never having an outlet to get in behind them or go forward. And we kind of lost that. Once we scored that second goal, we got a little too comfortable and we weren't getting in behind them. We played underneath them for a bit for the next 5 to 10 minutes, but then they just kept coming on us because we weren't getting in behind them or threatening in behind. So, we got to get better at playing forward passes and continuing to stretch them. And then, as wingers, I think you see a lot throughout the world. Most guys are tending to get 60 minutes because of how much sprinting work you have to do. So for those guys, they can know that they have subs coming in so they can continue to push. And when those subs come in, they can continue to try to get in behind as well so it can get the team forward.
How much fun are Andres and Royce right now?
Yeah, it's a great duo. They balance each other really well. Moyes, sometimes he loves to give a little extra just so he can catch up, which is funny to me because he could just be in a good position and then win the ball, but he likes to show his speed and he puts out so many fires for us. It's so nice as center midfielders to know that you can be aggressive and step on because you have those two behind you. Max has been winning a ton of duels, and he's been a really good leader back there for us. He's been really consistent, and I think you don't necessarily notice him all the time, but that's because he's doing all the right things super well. So we're really happy with both of them.
Cole, Calvin touched on the energy that Chris brings to this team. This just kind of how everyone has this buy-in. The attack is just, constantly pressuring. It was obvious in this game. It was obvious against San Jose last week. How do you see that as a player that's been around this club through a lot of ups and downs and just the impact that Chris has brought this season?
Yeah, obviously when any new coach comes in, there's a bunch of energy, but he's just a different guy. I'm sure you guys have all talked to him. His passion and his energy that he brings and his character translates to us. And, he makes us laugh throughout the week. He makes us confident in who we are when we go out on the field. And I think he errs on the side of aggression as a coach. And, for us as players, he tells us to do the same. So I think it's shown. We know we can still get a lot better in the attacking third. We're not at the top tier of getting shots off, creating chances. So we know there's still a long way to go. But compared to years past, I think there's a lot more excitement for fans and for us on the field knowing that we're going to have chances to score goals and win games.